feeling. This doesn't fuel me up for the workout today. Nothing will. I'll see you in the gym. So I'm at the gym, all parked up, ready to get training done. It's 12:30, it's later than I would have hoped. But I was busy this morning getting the Smilinggg fundraising page live, which I'll put a link there below. So it's 4 hours on the stair climber today. The goal is to keep it as easy as possible, to sweat as little as I can, and hopefully hit around 250 floors an hour. Because we are doing this 3 days in a row. And I know the hardest moment is this one before I actually just embark on what I've got to do. I take the first step, the second, the third, and then we just keep going until those 4 hours are up. So let's get after it. So I spent the first 25 minutes distracting myself on YouTube, and then I realised that that's not going to elevate my awareness of myself, and distraction, I might as well not really be doing it. Yes, the physical will be benefiting, but from a mental, spiritual perspective, it would be void. The whole point of doing this is when I don't want to do it, I do it, and I learn the internal chatter that goes on, the desire to stop, the desire for comfort, and watching it and just sticking with the task at hand. So for 25 minutes I was soft, got myself on here though, and now the real challenge begins. Is silencing the inner voice that wants to stop and persevering one step, one smile at a time. So that's 1 hour down. There's really no joy in this. The joy is only the projection and the thought of what will swamp me once the 4 hours is up. But we're a quarter of the way down, nothing to report, still sweating more than I'd like to, still sucks more than I'd like it to, but through the suck, we grow. So that's 2 hours down. I'm going to have a quick change of clothes because I'm sweating profusely, and then we're over halfway, and then we've got 2 hours left. Feeling less foggy, I guess you could say. The acceptance has arrived of what I've got to do. Also had a really nice chat with one of the staff members here who's caught up on all my vlogs yesterday or on Sunday, so that certainly helped me feel a little bit more motivated, shall we say. But other than that, just acceptance of what's to come. Let's just get it done. Right now we're at just under 2 hours 35 minutes down. Pretty brutal, repeating the mantra internally with every step. You gain strength. It's a lot harder than it probably ought to be. But we're just going to keep going. Three hours down, 1 more hour to go. I'm visualising the end now. Visualising getting it wrapped up and the feeling it's going to bring, and hopefully that's going to power me through for the final hour. There's really no glory or joy in the process, but the end goal is not staying up here to keep me propelling forward one step at a time. So 75% there. Let's end on a high. Smile in the face of suffering and adversity. Kill it with courage. 25 to go. What are we truly capable of? It's a question I always ask myself. And I know that once this 4 hours is done, I'll be relieved it's over, but I'll also know that I could have done more. It's that fire, it's that unknown. It's constantly redefining what's possible within ourselves that is so empowering. And I'll be happy once the 4 hours is up. I'll be curious as to what's around the corner in mind, body and spirit. The whole mountain analogy is kind of so perfect, metaphor for life. We all have our own mountain that we have to overcome. Once we get on that mountain and overcome that, a bigger one will appear. But there's moments where we can be at the top of the mountain and enjoy that moment. And then when we're ready to embark on the next big mountain after that, we've got the strength, we've got the wisdom, and we've got the knowledge that we can utilise to help us navigate the biggest one that we're yet to come up against. That's how I see this. I rest now, I get food, and then tomorrow we go again. 4 hours, it's another mountain to climb, but I'll use today, I'll use everything that I've learned to help me on my quest to successfully navigate this week's training. 10 to go. Oh, the view from up here is stunning. And that, my friends, is a wrap. So it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Perfect conditions for 4 hours on the stair climber? I think not. Let's go. So we're an hour down. So far so good. I'm coming to you in a clear mind. Nothing to report. No resistance today, no clouds. Yesterday was intense. Compared to yesterday, so far it's been, I wouldn't use the word joyful per se, but we've just been cracking on. No real negative chatter to have to contend with, just acceptance of what's at hand, looking out onto the beautiful view here and mindfully observing a tree in the distance. Using it almost as an anchor, like a meditative sort of process really, and just getting it done. So I'll see you in another hour. Hello.
Just going to take a video of JC, the inspirational man on the stairs.
So that's 2 hours down. Gonna have a quick change because I'm sweating like a mofo. Get another Lucozade on board, another protein snack, and we go again for another 2. Feeling good, feeling empowered, feeling strong. See how long it lasts. So yesterday's session was obviously going into the unknown. It was 4 hours. I've only ever done 3 hours 20 before that. Today, I'm doing something I've already faced. Mentally, that's huge. The obstacle feels far smaller. The mountain feels far more manageable. I've been there, I've done it, I've achieved it. I've got the blueprint. We keep moving the needle, keep edging it further beyond our capabilities, slowly but surely. Through purposeful practice, consistent effort, what was once almost unfathomable, something we can't even contemplate, becomes something that's a possibility. From the point of it being a possibility, through hard work, it can become a reality. And once it's become a reality, we enjoy that moment, we appreciate it, and then we move on. We extend the needle once more. That is, in its essence, growth. And growth is the secret I've found to staying content, staying positive. It's when I'm stagnant, when I'm not growing, that's when life becomes bleak for me. So there's a real feeling right now of pride, because mentally I'm winning this battle, and for me that's everything. So I'll see you in an hour.
It's still going.
Yep. 1 hour, 10 minutes, 1 hour 10 to go. Just 3 hours down, 1 hour to go. The end is near, my friend. The temporary end. Tomorrow we do it again. I'm almost surprised with how good it is. And there's almost in Stoic philosophy a notion of negative visualization, where you almost envisage the worst, prepare for the worst. What that kind of does is it just alters your set point. If you prepare for the worst and it doesn't happen, you're pleasantly surprised, or pleasant, you're happy about that. So I guess there was an element of that today. After yesterday, I was prepared for a slog. Unfortunately, it hasn't really been that. So yeah, we often talk of positive visualization and all that, but perhaps there's a premise for negative visualization too. Certainly worked today. "40 minutes remaining, just under. Certainly navigating around a bit of a wall at the moment. Trying to figure out whether to go round it, over it, under it. You know what? F it. I'll go through it." So I say it again and again. The whole notion of smiling, it's not that you're always happy. It's not that I'm always happy. Far from it. But it's just being able to smile in the face of whatever you're feeling, whatever the experience we're going through in life, and just smile at it. Because within that smile it loses strength. And with that smile you become the witness, rather than being completely submerged by the experience or the feeling. That smile represents detaching from it. And with that space, that's where we operate. So smiling, it's great when you are happy. But smiling is just about being okay with whatever you're up against. It's as simple as that. We're edging there. Such a good feeling. So I've just PT'd, now smashing my black coffee, and then it's the final 4 hours on the stair climber. And I'm whispering because yoga's going on over there. Shh. Day 3 of 3, last 4 hours. Let's get after it. Anyone familiar with 10-day silent retreats? The Vipassana? There's a chap called Goenka, who's passed away now. but he leads the discourse and kind of is the teacher for it. And a key component is, and this is the best impression of him, equanimity. Equanimity. So equanimity just being not getting high with the good moments and not getting low with the difficult moments. And that is the theme for today. Very comfortable so far, but I'm not allowing myself to be high off that. And when the challenging moments come, I won't be low on those. So just staying as level-headed as possible. So we're approaching an hour in, and the goal is just to stay present, just stay with each step. Yeah, mate. Yeah, so it was a proud moment. 25% there. Cheers, pal. Have a good weekend, mate. So what I'm finding right now is the desire to be focusing my attention on something in the future, such as in 2 hours, after 2 hours I change my clothes. Every half an hour I get a snack, which is marvellous. Yet this focus I'm doing on the future is kind of detrimental to the now, because I'm trying to escape this moment, and all that does is prolong the moment. It makes it feel longer. So I'm trying to find peace within each moment, whether that's looking out at the beautiful trees ahead of me, whether it's just following my breath, whether it's practicing gratitude, just something to fix myself on the now rather than this future that will arrive but then not satisfy me as much as my mind thinks it will. So it's a lovely head game going on, but all good. Halfway there, pretty comfortable to be totally honest. If you want things to feel easier, do them more often. I think that's my biggest takeaway. Consistency, just facing the challenges head on. It's the best way for it. So, quick change of clothes, back on it for the next 2, and then we're done for the week. You'll be in the video this week. You'll be in it now if you come here. Come here. Annabelle, come here. It's recording now.
It's my chin's on there.
Or just hold it up.
Oh, it's my chin's on the other one.
I haven't got an insurance, so I'm conscious.
It's my chin's on the other video.
I know. It's alright, no one watches it on YouTube anyway. Someone's about to... I won't come too close, I stink.
It's alright, I'll embrace your smell.
It's just my shoes, to be fair.
I can't smell you, I think you're worried about nothing.
Yeah, but it's because when...
I'm not going to put my face on your shoes.
No, it's every time that I like step down, like there's a... Right, let's go. Three hours down, 1 hour to go. Getting it done. First time today, starting to feel a bit drained, a bit tired. Not surprising really, considering the compound workload since starting on Wednesday, I think it was. But so many lessons learned, so many dots connected, and just going to try and embrace the last hour. And it's time to absorb all this training and refuel and go again. So we're almost there, sort of, not really, but we'll get there. So the human mind can have a tendency to focus on the scarcity, focusing on bad things rather than good and all that jazz. And for me, that was the same. So it required training. Gratitude's a fantastic way to look on the good rather than the negative. And with that, I know that Annabelle is coming into the frame of the video, which makes me really uncomfortable. And I always lose my train of thought. My peripheral vision is very good. So yeah, so it's very easy when things get tough on these endurance pursuits to focus on what's painful or what's tiring. Right now my legs are pretty aching, just dull, they're just heavy. So initially my mind will focus on that, and that only compounds the problem. So simply by consciously focusing on what's good, so right now my heart rate is very low, I'm clear thinking, my sweat game isn't too bad, there's so many positives that it's important to also focus on that. And it's got to be a conscious effort, because unconsciously we do often go to those things that are painful or lacking. So it's all about the scarcity and abundance mindset, and gratitude practice is probably the best way to cultivate an abundant mindset. That's my experience anyway. It's been a challenging final hour, but we're almost there, less than a minute to go. All in all, a really good 4 hours, no major challenges. Stairway to heaven, 12 hours, over 3,000 floors, over Everest. Now to recover. Thanks for watching.